Sorry, just a moment.
Hmm.
Trying to figure out how to broadcast.
Might need to walk behind you. Or should I crawl? Also need another beer.
Okay, welcome everyone who's joining. If you have any Q&As, you can ask your presenter anytime. Just so you know, your microphone and video is off, but feel free to reach out to anyone who's chatting, any of the reps who are chatting. Everything is being recorded, so in about a week or so, you will have a recorded transcription of this whole session. And please, we really encourage you to sign up for more than one session. So besides this session, like later ones, tomorrow ones, all that jazz. So yeah, right now I'm gonna turn it over to our first presenter and have a good session.
All right, hi guys. Let's see if we are up and working here. Can you guys see a presentation? Awesome, cool. My video might not be working, but I'm thankful that this is. Okay, my name is Skylar Hong. I am the admissions counselor for Grand Canyon University. We are located in Phoenix, Arizona. We are a private Christian university. I'm a graduate from this university and your main contact for all things GCU if you live in the greater Spokane area. I grew up here in Washington, attended and graduated from GCU, and I'm just here to share more about the university. A little bit of background, like I said, we're a private Christian university. You do not have to be a Christian to attend. We have been around since 1949, but have grown a lot in the past 10 years or so. So we have redone a lot on campus. We have brought in some amazing new programs and now have about 22,000 on-ground students and over 60,000 online. So even though we are now kind of a larger university, we still are very committed to a small classroom size and feel. Our average class size is only about 25 students, and our programs were built in collaboration with industry standards and expectations, and just we're constantly going out into the fields that we're sending graduates to top business leaders, top engineers, and saying, hey, what are you guys looking for? What do you need in employees? What are graduates lacking, and how can we best tailor our programs to set students up for success post-graduation to make sure that they are able to land the job that they're wanting or go on to graduate school. We have over 200 majors and programs across 9 different colleges. We're a very STEM and business heavy school. So about 60% of our students are studying something STEM or business related, probably followed closely by something within our College of Education. Very strong nursing college. We have everything from computer programming and engineering to business management and sports management, kind of across the gamut. We have really hands-on programs. That's something very important to us, and just offering student support throughout your entire time at GCU. So if there's something specific that you are looking for, let me know, and I can let you know if GCU offers a program that aligns with what you're looking for or not. Campus life is one of my favorite parts about the university. Just the culture and feel that comes with being a GCU student is something special. A lot of times people are able to get connected really well by living on campus. About 60% of our students live on campus and choose to do so their entire time at GCU because the dorms are that nice, the culture is that much fun to be a part of. Our oldest dorm was built about 10 years ago. Like I said, there's a very modern and new feel about campus because they have redone a lot in the past few years. So this kind of aerial view shows what your average dorm would look like at GCU. So this is like one of the least nice options, which is kind of crazy. We have some of the nicest dorms I've ever seen. So you've got a living room, 2 shared bedrooms, and your own bathroom in your bedroom, as well as a walk-in closet. You're sharing your bedroom with 1 or 2 other people. If you want to be in an apartment as a freshman, you can also do that. They're all centrally located on campus. You're always going to be right next to a pool, a gym, and some different dining options. You don't have to live on campus as a freshman, but like I said, it is a great way to get connected. If you need to eat while you're on campus, this is a peek at some of our different dining options. There's a great variety of some like not super healthy food to some really healthy food. My personal favorite is Chick-fil-A. We have 2 on campus. Some other favorites are Qdoba, Jamba Juice. There's even a Taco Bell. There's lots of options. Like I said, ate a lot of Chick-fil-A when I was a student. And your meal plans work at all of these different places on campus. We're a D1 athletic school. We have pretty much every sport at the D1 level with the exception of football, but you don't really miss out on that game day spirit and feel because we have a really crazy student section called the Havocs that are so fun, and we'll camp outside of the arena days leading up to our basketball games and just really bring some excitement to everything that we do on campus. Cost-wise, that's a huge part of making a college decision. This chart shows kind of an overview of what GCU looks like in the purple as compared to your average private university. So we haven't raised tuition in the past 11 years. Our tuition has been locked in at $16,500 per year. We don't have out-of-state tuition. Typically, our average cost of attendance is pretty close to including like living on campus, tuition, books, everything is pretty close to your average Washington public university cost. So right around that $25,000, $26,000 mark. And once you're accepted, you automatically are receiving an academic scholarship based off of your GPA or test scores, ranging from almost $3,000 up to just over $9,000. So I can walk with you through that of what type of scholarships you could be anticipating. And we do some extra like early decision scholarships and a few other things throughout the year as well. The biggest thing that I would encourage you guys to do right now, if you are a senior in high school, is to apply. Our application is free. There's no essay, and we do have some temporary COVID-related admissions policies in place due to all the SAT and ACT cancellations. So the best thing for you to do is to apply now. I can start giving you information, giving you an estimated budget sheet specific to you and your major, and just start passing along all the resources so that you can intake that information, digest it as you are starting your college search. Like I said, it's free, so there is no hurt in doing so, and applying is one of the steps to qualify you to go on a Discover trip down the road or to do one of our trip reimbursement programs. I wish my camera was working, you guys. I don't know if you can actually see me or not. I don't feel like you can, but this is my contact info. Like I said, I'm your contact for all things. You can put that number in your phone right now, or if you would like more information or want to set up an appointment with me or have me text you the link to our admissions application, go ahead and text that phone number right now, and I would love to chat more with you. Okay, any questions? I know I'm like out of time, but if anybody peeps in, that's great. If not, feel free to jump in with the next person.
Should I go ahead and get started?
Go for it.
All right, awesome. Let me just share my screen. All right, hello everyone. My name is Jessica Drennan. I'm an undergraduate admission counselor at Pace University. Pace University is a 4-year private university located in New York. We have 2 distinct campuses. We have our downtown Manhattan campus in New York City, and we have our Westchester County campus. And I'll go over those 2 campuses right now. Overall, we have about 9,000 undergraduate students. About 6,000 of those students are on the New York City campus, and about 3,000 are on the Westchester campus. So our New York City campus is right in downtown Manhattan. It's right in the financial district. It's about a block away from the Brooklyn Bridge. It's a couple blocks away from the Freedom Tower. We're about a 5-minute walk from Wall Street. Something cool about our New York City campus is a lot of New York City schools are spread out, but Pace is not. It is all within a 5-block radius of each other. So you never have to take the subway to get to class. Everything is right there in walking distance. So it's very convenient. But we're also really close to the Fulton Center subway station, which is one of the most major subway stations in New York City. So Times Square, Central Park, all of this is a quick, easy subway ride away. So New York City really is your campus. We do have 4 residence halls on the New York City campus. 2 of them are primarily for freshmen. One of them is called Maria's Tower, which has views of the Brooklyn Bridge, and the other one is called 182 Broadway, which has views of the Freedom Tower. Housing is guaranteed all 4 years as long as you submit your deposit before May 1st, but it is also never required. So you can live on campus or off campus. That is completely up to you. And then our campus in Westchester County, it's in the town of Pleasantville, so sometimes you'll hear it referred to as our Pleasantville campus. This campus is our more traditional college campus. It's in a more suburban area. You do get the best of both worlds with this campus because you have that traditional campus, but you do still have access to New York City. It's about a 45-minute drive away from New York City. We do have a free shuttle that runs between the 2 campuses that you could take advantage of during the week, or you can take the Metro North into New York City. This campus is also home to our athletics, so we are Division II athletes on the Westchester campus. Now about your PACE path. The PACE path is what we call combining your academics and your professional growth and your personal growth. So every student, when they first come to PACE, is required to take a class called University 101, which is taught by an academic advisor. And during that class, they'll ask you questions such as, do you want to study abroad? How many internships do you want to do? Do you want to add a second major? So it's kind of like a transitioning class from being a high school senior to a freshman in college. It's almost like having a school counselor once you get to college. So you will get that assistance in planning out your 4 years at PACE while keeping your eye on the prize, which is to graduate in 4 years. A little bit about our academics. Our average classroom size is about 18 to 20 students in a classroom, so fairly small classroom sizes. You get a lot of one-to-one time with your professor. You're never sitting in a huge lecture hall with 300 students. We do have more than 150 undergraduate majors. It is possible for students to double major or to add a minor. As you can see on the screen, these are the different schools that we have. Our widest umbrella is Dyson College of Arts and Sciences, which includes our School of Performing Arts, as well as criminal justice, forensic science, political science. So we're very academically diverse overall. For the most part, our majors do overlap between campuses, but there are some that are specific to campus. So just make sure you're looking out for that when you're applying for a certain major. A little bit about our Career Center. So here at PACE, we really emphasize hands-on learning. We want you to get out of the classroom. We want you getting those internships because we know that's where job offers usually come from. Students can do 2 or 3 internships during their time at PACE. There are no shortage of companies in the New York metro area looking for young interns. Some students will do paid internships, some will do them for class credit, but our Career Services Center will help you build your resume, write cover letters. They will do practice mock interviews with you. They will help you build your LinkedIn, so you will not be alone in looking for those internships. Even if you're an undecided major and you're not really sure exactly what you want to intern in, our Career Center will tell you where we sent students in the past and how you can apply to those places. So some students, we've had students intern at Google, Goldman Sachs, Nickelodeon, lots of different variety of internships being in the New York metro area. And now a little bit about our financial aid. More than 95% of students do receive some sort of financial aid at PACE. So when you apply, you are automatically considered for merit scholarship. You don't need to do anything extra. All you need to do is apply and you have that automatic consideration. Our merit scholarship usually ranges from $13,000 to $29,000 per year. You can also apply for financial aid through the FAFSA, and then you would receive your financial aid package from us, which can include grants and loans. A little bit about our application requirements. So we are on the Common App, as well as we have our own Pace University application. If you are already applying through the Common App and that's easier for you, then go right ahead and do that. We do have a $50 application fee, but we will be offering fee waivers to students who attend our open house. So if you just Google Pace Fall Open House, you can register right online. It's virtual, and if you attend that, you can get a fee waiver. Then we ask for your official high school transcript. The average GPA we look for is about a 3.3, but that is the average. Half the students fall above that, half fall below. We do also have a very holistic reviewing process of the application. So we're not just going to look at one part of your application and make a decision. We're really going to try and understand where you're coming from as an applicant. As you can see on the screen, we are now completely test optional. You will still be considered for merit scholarship and for the Honors College. Then we ask for 2 letters of recommendation and an essay or a personal statement. These are some of our deadlines if you are applying for fall 2021. As you can see, we do have early decision and early action, as well as regular decision due February 15th. If you are applying to our School of Performing Arts, keep an eye out that our deadline for the academic application is December 15th. And this is my contact information. My email is up here, my phone number is up here. If you do have any questions, please feel free to reach out. Thank you so much for coming. Unless anyone has a question, we could move on.
Hi, just one moment. Great. Hello, my name is Anna Egeter, and I work at the University of Redlands in Redlands, California. It's great to be here today. I also want to introduce my colleague, Addie. So fun fact about the University of Redlands, we actually have a live mascot. We have since 1917, and she's a big part of who we are. The University of Redlands is in Redlands, California, just east of the Los Angeles area. So great access to an urban community, and yet Redlands itself, Redlands the town, is a smaller, close-knit college community. What I also like to point out though is that there is outdoors in Southern California, and it's not just the beach. So we are actually about 1 hour and 15 from Big Bear, downhill skiing. Joshua Tree and Coachella Valley are about 1.5 hours away to the east of us. We're actually a very outdoorsy community, and it's something that's a big part of who we are. So as you can see, we've got mountains in the background and palm trees in the front. So it's a great combination of things. University of Redlands has 40 different academic majors. We are a liberal arts and sciences university with pre-professional programs. So we do have business to studio art and everything in between. We also have a School of Music. So if you are a musician, we actually have a Bachelor of Music all the way up to a PhD in music. And a lot of creativity happens when you have a School of Music on our campus. But don't worry, we have a number of different programs that are available for students throughout. Our average class size is 19 students. You're going to get a lot of close connections with your classmates. Overall, we have about 2,400 undergraduate students at the university, and it really is focused on an undergraduate community. You'll connect with your faculty, you'll connect with your classmates, and that's a big important part of who we are. One of the things about our liberal arts curriculum is that we probably have a more flexible curriculum than many. We really want you to explore, we want you to think about interconnections, and we will really strive to encourage students to think about the wide variety of things that they might be interested in. One of the reasons why we have such a diverse curriculum, and one that really is flexible, is the Johnston Center. So the Johnston Center for Integrative Studies, we just call it Johnston, has been around for 50 years at the university. It is a living and learning community where students actually build and create their own academic major from the ground up. It's a college within the university where you have ultimate freedom. Now with freedom comes responsibility, and admittedly it's not for everyone, but Johnston really has impacted the rest of our campus because of that very interconnected and having students think about ideas from multiple angles. We also have a unique calendar at Redlands. We have 2 semesters followed by a May term. It's a 1-month term where you get a chance to dive in really deeply into an academic course. The courses tend to be pretty diverse in the sense of encouraging you to think about something totally different. One of our favorite classes is something called Internet Afterlife. What happens to all your stuff once you put it out there onto the internet? Interestingly, we also have a very distinguished study abroad program. Over half of our students study overseas. And actually, as a part of May term, a student can actually do a short-term study abroad experience. We offer about 15 every single year that allows you to go anywhere, a really wide variety of places all around the world. So it is possible to go overseas more than once. Twice is very common. It also is possible to go overseas as a first-year student. Our study abroad programs are diverse also during our semester experience, and our program in Salzburg, Austria has been around for over 40 years. And yes, we own our own castle in Austria. We also know that Redlands, our college in general, and Redlands especially, is an investment. So we also are going to be invested in you. We have a 4-year promise at the university that promises that you're going to graduate in that 4 years. And if for some reason we don't hold up at our end of the bargain, and yet you do, we will make sure that we will pay for the cost of that. Residential life and residential community is a big part of the University of Redlands. And one of the special things is a very strong sense of school spirit and loyalty. And a lot of that is because over 90% of our students live on campus for all 4 years. And that residential community really is the starting point of all of your time at Redlands. Students are known for being really involved. We are active in Division III NCAA athletics. Over 75% of our teams have played nationally or competed nationally in the last 7 seasons, and is a big part of, I think, the school spirit as well. One of the other things I'd like to highlight on this slide is service. We are one of the few universities, if maybe the only non-faith-based universities, that has a service requirement as a part of it. We want you to think about, how can I be a contributing member, a socially conscious member of both the Redlands community as well as the community beyond your time at the university. We are proud to be a member of the Common Application, and as a couple of other folks already had mentioned, the Common App is used by about 900 different colleges, and is a great way to access your application to Redlands and other places. We have 2 different deadlines: early decision and early action, November 15th, and most of our students are applying under regular decision, which is January 15th. I am the person that reviews all the applications from the state of Washington, and I'm happy to connect with you about any questions. And Redlands is test optional, and I'd say test optional forever. We know that your 4 years during high school is a much better indication of your time and your experiences than that 4 hours on a Saturday morning. We are an institution that has lots of virtual opportunities, as many of us do, and I encourage you to take advantage of what those might be. Addie is going to lead a tour at some point on one of our Tour Tuesdays. They're led by different community members, and it's a great, fun way to see campus a little bit differently. My contact information is here, and please reach out, check out our website, see what things might catch your interest as you're learning a little bit more. And here's a picture of Addie, so you can see her, and you will get to meet her if you ever visit campus, because she has office hours in the admissions office, and is a great opportunity to learn a little bit more about her and about us at 8 p.m. this evening. Turn it over to my next colleague at Florida Southern.
Perfect, that's me. So I will go ahead and get this shared. My name is Shannon Barnes. I'm one of the admissions counselors at Florida Southern. I am actually from Washington originally, so I've kind of worked my way all the way across the country. And I'm really excited to be talking with you a little bit about Florida Southern today. We're a small private college located about halfway between Orlando and Tampa, so right in the middle of the state of Florida, which is a super cool place to be. We're at about 3,000 students, so we are a smaller undergraduate focused college. And one of our big claims to fame is actually that we're a National Historic Landmark for our collection of Frank Lloyd Wright architecture. So if you're interested in architecture, American history, one of the great American architects really came in and redesigned our campus, which is one of the reasons that we've been named one of the most beautiful campuses in the country. So it's definitely a cool place to spend 4 years, kind of regardless of what you're interested in studying. Florida Southern considers itself a comprehensive college with a liberal arts core, which means that we see a lot of students in a lot of different areas, but regardless of what you're studying, you're going to get a well-rounded education. Some of the most popular programs that we have on campus include business and kind of anything under the business umbrella, like accounting. We have one of the highest pass rates in the state of Florida on the accounting exam. Our direct entry nursing program, so if you are interested in nursing, you start your classes right away and you are guaranteed a spot if you're accepted into the nursing program as a first year. Our physical therapy school goes all the way through a doctorate if you're interested in physical therapy. We have a very strong education program, and then a solid collection of majors in the arts and sciences, including musical theater, English, all sorts of different stuff. If you're interested in going further in your education into medical or dental school or looking at an MBA, we do offer accelerated programs with those as well. But kind of regardless of what you're studying, Florida Southern emphasizes high impact experiences, which means that we want you to be hands-on, doing research, being involved in working on TV productions, getting involved in our business simulation labs. We want you to be connecting with your professors because they're the ones who are there to help guide you and really help you grow. So Florida Southern emphasizes a couple of things as core to our philosophy for your educational experience, and we call them the 3 guarantees. So regardless of what you're studying at Florida Southern, no matter if you're doing double majors, no matter what you're setting up for your kind of academic experience, we want to make sure that you'll get a chance to study abroad, which is subsidized by the cost of your tuition, so they can be low or no cost for students. We give you a guarantee that you'll get an internship, whether that's in Lakeland, in Tampa, in Orlando, through our partnerships with the Washington Center in DC. We have tons of opportunities all over the country and all over the world. And then we also guarantee graduation in 4 years. So if you have any questions about those, let me know. And ultimately, what those kind of guarantees mean is that our students have a phenomenal success rate. We have an excellent on-time graduation rate, and 97% of our graduates are employed or attending graduate school within a year of getting out of Florida Southern. So we're very proud of our students because Florida Southern ultimately prepares you well to get out into the world. So we are a residential campus. If you have questions about living in Lakeland, hit me up. I've made the transition and would love to talk with you about it. But we're also a Division II school. So if you're interested in sports and kind of the on-campus athletic side of things, you're more than welcome to reach out to the coaches as well. Student life-wise, we are a religiously affiliated college. Florida Southern is affiliated with the Methodist Church. You do not have to take any religious courses to graduate from Florida Southern. You don't have to be Christian to participate. If you are Christian and you would like to grow in your campus faith, there's a couple campus ministries. There's also a Jewish organization on campus. But I think more than anything, FSC is really categorized by commitment to performing social justice, getting a chance to be involved in community service, and really getting the chance to be active and engaged in your community. Application-wise, we're on the COM app, we're on the Coalition application, and on the Florida Southern application. We are test optional and we are a free application, so it should be pretty easy for you to apply. If you have any questions, you're more than welcome to get a hold of me. I work with students from kind of the entire western half of the US. And scholarships-wise, we automatically evaluate you for merit scholarships when you apply. Those start at about $7,000 a year and go up to about $21,000 a year. But we also work with you on need-based financial aid. Up until you set foot on campus for your first day of classes, I am your point of contact. So that means that if you have any questions, you can go, hey, Shannon, what's up with my FAFSA? Or can you explain to me what my cost is ultimately going to be? Or do I have to finish my prestige application for scholarships? And I can work with you because you can come and talk to me at any point. There are also a couple of scholarships available for students in athletics, artists, musical, stuff like that. So we're open for tours. So if you want the link, I will give it to you in the Q&A section. And I'll leave my contact information up here in case you want to get a hold of me. That calendly.com/sbarnes-fsc will show you my availability in Washington time, so you can always sign up for a time with me. And I do hold late office hours. So that's me, and I will go ahead and wrap up so that my colleagues can continue.
Hello, everyone.
My name's Hannah Sylvester, and I'm the admission counselor that gets to work with students from Spokane. And I am also from Spokane myself. So I went to North Central High School, graduated in 2015, and then just graduated from Carroll this past year in 2019. So I'm really excited to be here today and talk to you a little bit about how Carroll might fit into your educational journey. We are really committed at Carroll to being admission counselors. So I really want to help figure out, what school might be best for you. If that's Carroll, great, but I just would like to be kind of a person that can help you kind of detangle the weeds in this process, because I definitely remember how stressful it can be. Oh, I got muted. Sorry about that. If you're not familiar with our location, Carroll College is located in the capital of Montana, so that is Helena. And Helena is a small town, about 30,000 people. The cool thing about Helena is that, like I said, it's a small town, but there's a lot going on with us being the capital. So there's tons of opportunities for internships, research. If you're interested in things like pre-law or political science, it's a really great place to do an internship with the governor's office or work on a local campaign. With Montana as well, there are just tons of opportunities to get outside. In the upper left there, you see some pictures of our students that are getting outside doing cross-country skiing, rock climbing, all sorts of things. And Carroll is a small school as well, and so we have enough infrastructure in Helena to kind of meet the needs of Carroll College and our students there. And you'll see the arrow there is pointing to Carroll. The downtown area is kind of all of that area in the front of the frame there. And it's a really beautiful town if you've never been. And it's about a 5-hour drive from Spokane. Okay, so Carroll College is a small college. We are private, we are liberal arts, and we are committed to really small class sizes and kind of intimate one-on-one advising. Our average class size is 14, so we definitely really want to get you involved with your faculty, just kind of, letting them know what you're passionate about and never slipping through the cracks. That's a big thing at Carroll. You will be known, you will be seen, and you'll never be a number. We have about 40 undergraduate majors, and our top programs tend to be things like pre-medicine, pre-dentistry. Typically students will major in biology, but you can major in anything. We do have an 85% acceptance rate to medical and dental school, and that's a lot of students in your area in Spokane. That's why they've heard of Carroll before. If you are interested in asking me questions about that, I was pre-med at Carroll, and I will go to med school next year. So I definitely can answer any questions about that if you have them. We do have a direct entry nursing program. Our students did obtain 100% pass rate on the NCLEX last year, and we have a full simulation center with high fidelity mannequins and lots of opportunity for simulation as well as in-person clinical. Some of our other unique programs include anthrozoology, which is where students get to work with like kind of the human and animal bond, and they get to actually foster raise a dog in that program. But we have everything from business to sociology to theater, so lots of different programs. We are in the NAIA League for athletics, so we have softball, football, soccer, all sorts of athletics, and there are scholarships available. So if you have questions about that, please let me know, and I would definitely encourage you to get in contact with your coaches as soon as you can. We do have theater, we have tons of student clubs, and we have about 300 events on campus every year. So though we are a small campus, we're a very active campus, and we definitely have a lot going on. And we work really hard in the classroom, and then we're really involved outside of the classroom as well. So kind of a work hard, play hard mentality. We are a Catholic school. We're about 45% Catholic and then 55% non-Catholic, so you don't have to be Catholic to come to Carroll, but there are tons of opportunities to get involved in faith, kind of however that looks for you. So we have Mass on campus, we have tons of retreats. We do have a campus priest, Father Mark. He's down there in that corner. He's a huge Zags basketball fan, and he's just a really awesome guy to get to know on campus. We do have tons of service opportunities as well, and if you are interested in kind of growing in your Catholic faith, we offer a pilgrimage to Rome every 2 years as well. So hands-on learning and engagement is something a lot of people have talked about today. It's definitely important to your education in general, and Carroll's no different in that. We really want to get our students, doing internships, doing research, studying abroad, and we have opportunities to study abroad both within your major and outside of your major. So you might be able to travel in an area of interest, or maybe you just want to do a full semester exchange. We have all sorts of programs like that. And this upper right-hand picture is one of our research festivals. So you'll see a lot of poster presentations happening in one of our buildings on campus. So Carroll is a private school, like I mentioned. So as Washington students, you don't have to worry about, in-state or out-of-state tuition. Our merit scholarships go between $16,000 and $23,000 a year. And as long as you're maintaining satisfactory academic progress, those are guaranteed for 4 years. And we are test optional. Carroll College did move to test optional last year before coronavirus, and kind of worked out well that we did, because that's definitely an adjustment and a stress for all of you guys. So if you do have questions about what test optional involves, please let me know, and I'd be happy to talk through that. So next steps wise, we are hosting in-person tours. Lots of precautions being followed. We will kind of, give you the lay of the land in terms of what we have to do. But if you're able to swing a road trip, it's really great to come on campus. Like I said, 5-hour drive, not too bad. And we would definitely love to entertain you for that. And we have a free application. We are on the Common app as well as our own application. I am the counselor for Spokane, so I'm the one that will read your app. And so if you do have questions about anything, I'm your person. So here's my contact info page, and I will be doing meetings after this. So if you would like to join, the Zoom meeting code is there at the bottom. It's 406-447-4382. So just put that in that Zoom code, and then we'll be able to have kind of an open Q&A. So thank you for your time, and I will pass it on to Tori.
Hi everyone, my name is Tori and I'm the admissions counselor here at Rocky Mountain College. I actually grew up in Post Falls, Idaho, so super close to Spokane area. Spent a ton of time over there. So let me go ahead and share screen here. Okay, so a little bit about Rocky Mountain College. We are a small private 4-year school. We are a liberal arts school. We have about 1,000 students on our campus, so definitely on the smaller side. We do have a very diverse student body though. We have students from 48 different states and 16 different countries on campus. So despite our small size, all of our students come from very different backgrounds. We actually have 3 historical church affiliations. Presbyterian, Methodist, and United Church of Christ. However, you are not required to be religious in any way to come to Rocky. And we are accredited by the Northwest Commission. Something to know about Rocky is we are Montana's oldest school. We were founded in 1878, even prior to Montana being named a state, so we've been around a super long time. Being located in Billings, Montana, it's a great opportunity for students because Billings is the largest city in Montana. So we are a small college in a larger community, so there's tons of things to do, whether you're into the outdoors or if you're more into performing arts. The great thing about being in the largest city in Montana is we're the hub of the region, so everything comes to us first, whether it be entertainment, of course, shopping, dining, really big here, but really quick and easy access to anything outdoors related, Yellowstone National Park, ski mountains, so tons of things to do in Billings. So why consider RMC as part of your college search? So here are a couple things that we're known for. On average, we award students about $24,500 in financial aid each year. 88% of our students complete an internship as part of their degree. This is a great way for our graduates to get hands-on job experience prior to them even graduating. We do offer an 11-to-1 student to faculty ratio. So similar to what some of the other schools said, you're definitely not just a number on our campus, you're a face and a name. You'll be known, you'll know what major, other students will take interest in that as well. And we on average have about 14 students in each of our classes. Our graduates enjoy a 98% placement rate, either into jobs or graduate programs upon completing their degree, largely in part of our internship requirement, because like I said, this gives students lots of opportunity to actually get out there and apply their degree even before receiving their diploma. If you're interested in doing anything pre-med related, we do have a 90% medical school placement rate. This is largely because we also have an undergraduate cadaver lab on our campus, which is super important for students studying anatomy and physiology. Most recently, we were voted Montana's best value institution, of course, due to our cost versus our placement, but we are in the top 10 best value universities in the West. So academics, we offer 52 different majors and 24 fields. Some of our largest majors, of course, is that biology pre-med, but we also offer some unique programs. We offer an aviation major, so if you're interested in becoming a pilot, you can complete that here. If you're interested in working with horses, we have 6 different equestrian studies majors here, anything from therapeutic riding to large animal pre-vet. But of course, we offer things like business, psychology, exercise science, lots of different options for majors. In addition to that, anything pre that you're looking to do, if you're looking to go into a graduate program, we offer all of those pre-programs, law, PA, PT. We're also Montana's only physician's assistant program. So if that's also a program that you're looking to get into, Rocky is a great place to study undergrad, as you'll get an automatic interview into our physician's assistant program if you are in Rocky grad. So transformational learning, this is something that we specialize in here at Rocky. Because of our small class sizes as well, we really want students to go and get out and learn beyond the classroom. We don't want them to sit listening to PowerPoints all day. We want them to experience and put their degrees into place. So as you can see here, we have students doing field research. We have students in aviation actually doing the maintenance on their aircrafts. So lots of options for students to not just be in the classroom, they're getting out there and really putting what they're learning to work. So student life here at Rocky. So of course, academics are super important, but we also want students to have a very well-rounded experience at college. So there's tons of things to do on campus. Our most popular program here is our outdoor rec program, which is a program that allows students to go on weekend trips and really explore Montana. They go to Yellowstone National Park quite frequently, rock climbing, skiing, fishing, hiking, lots of different things. Those are weekend type trips, but in addition to that, we allow students to go on, or excuse me, check out lots of outdoor related gear to take their own trips. In addition to that, of course, we have student government. We actually have a Lego club, young women in business. We have esports. We really have anything that you're interested in doing club-wise. In addition to that, we do offer athletics. We are NAIA. We're actually in the same league, the Frontier Conference, with Carroll College, who you just listened to. We do offer 17 different men's and women's varsity sports. So of course, athletic scholarships are available as well. So if athletics is something you're interested in, definitely reach out to us. I actually played volleyball here at Rocky, so I'd love to help you through the recruitment process as well. Just a couple more photos of athletics here. We have about 35% of our students on campus are athletes, so it's definitely a large part of our culture here. Probably our most unique athletic program is our ski team. So if you're into that, it's definitely huge here on campus, just recreationally, but we also have a varsity sport for that. So let's talk about a little bit about the cost of attendance. So we don't have in-state or out-of-state tuition because we are a private school. Our tuition rate there, $29,976. Our fees, that really includes everything, anything from parking, laundry, printing, student activity. If you're interested in that outdoor rec program that I talked about, those fees would be included in that as well. And then the room and the meal plan listed there is our most expensive housing option and our full meal as well. Books there at the bottom for $1,300. I would say that's a little bit on the high end for us. We do have a great rental program on campus so that students can rent and return the textbooks instead of having to pay the full out cost to use the book for the full year or buy the book when you know in the future you're not going to use the book again after you complete the course. So let's talk about our scholarships a little bit. So special talent scholarships would be in athletics. We have aviation specific scholarships if that's what you're looking to become a pilot. We have esports scholarships if you're into gaming, and music scholarships upon audition as well. These 4 scholarships listed here range anywhere from $500 to $2,000 renewable each year. But in addition to that, we also offer merit scholarships. This is based on your high school GPA and or test score. We are test score optional, so if you didn't get the opportunity to test, that's totally okay. Those range from 9 to 17,000, and those are renewable each year that you attend. Upon a time of admission, you're automatically awarded one of these. There's no additional application process or anything like that.
I'm so sorry, Tori, I have to cut you off. We're about to end our session.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, just a moment here. Thank you everyone for joining us. It's been a great evening. After you cut out, there will be a quick survey, which is only about 4 questions. We would greatly appreciate if you filled that out. Please sign up for more sessions. There's not any more tonight, but there will be ones later, tomorrow, next day. So we'd really appreciate if you sign up for those. Also, in about a week, you will receive a recording of the session. So look out for that. And doing such, you'll be able to ask any questions that weren't able to be answered during the presentation tonight. So you'll be getting a recording and you'll be getting a transcript of the Q&A. Please fill out the survey, and thank you so much for joining us this evening.
All right. You want to get